I tried to get some sleep and I tried to switch back my not sleeping at night and sleeping during the day or not sleeping, and I went to bed at 2:40 a.m. and was too tired to even play a game of bingo on my phone. And so I turned up so I went I well, I was listening to CNN and I fell asleep and the phone died because at least then it doesn't play all night. And I woke up and I looked at the alarm clock and I thought it's 1:40. I missed my noon call. I looked again. I said it's only 7:40. I only got 5 hours and 10 minutes sleep. And I only had like less than a third a cup of coffee yesterday and only one took the decongestant once. And last night I wrote down when I thought I needed it and I tried to wait till it was 6 hours past the last dose. And then I waited longer and I did not take any more decongestant last night for my allergies. And I still woke up after 5 hours and 10 minutes. And you could say, well, why does your face look like that? And why am I still in bed? Because I'm resting, because I'm not sleeping because I woke up, but it's this mask for sleep apnea. If I show you, that's why my face looks red and dry. It's from the mask. See? That's where it's red and dry. And I can use and I have a sugar scrub that like can exfoliate, and I also have I know it's red here and then here, and I have like an antifungal cream, but I don't know where two of them are, and the one that I was using is all used up. But anyway, um since a lot of times I audio stream and I talk about things I'm really dealing with, you can see this is how I actually look in the morning if I don't have my glasses on. And if people don't like it, that's too bad. And if they come in here and troll, they will get blocked. But and I'm seeing floaters again today, like black spots in my vision, and there's not even a lot of sun coming in. The blinds are closed and there's only a little bit of sun because I noticed that when there's bright sun it's worse. But there's a new moon today about 11:30 this morning Pacific, and that can affect my sleep. And I also hear in my voice the allergies. But anyway, I thought I'd come on and see if anyone wanted to come on and talk, and so far nobody has come in. But I can't use this I can't live stream on here on my Wi-Fi. It doesn't work. I have to turn it off. And okay, what time is it? It's 10. Let me see. What does it say? 10:35. In 1 hour and 25 minutes, the US Figure Skating Championships. No. The World Figure Skating Championships recap is on NBC from noon to 3 Pacific. So I think it's from 3 to 6 Eastern. And I have a call that goes from noon till 1:30. And if it really goes till 1:30, I can delay it an hour on my TV, and the other half hour I would have to watch on the NBC replay later, which means actually going back and watching the replay, which I'm not good at doing. And I have another call. I have an event that I said that I'm not up to going to. And the other call is at 3 and I have another call at 5. And it really bothers me when I spend my time and my energy for years supporting slash promoting someone else and I'm part of their community and they block me for no reason other than my guess is because I get featured on my audio streams and they don't get featured on their video streams. That's my best guess why they blocked me with no reason and are refusing to explain themselves. And yes, they're a relatively big broadcaster. And yes, I called them out on my social media after like almost a week where they would not reply, and I'm not taking it down until they reply because this is how I get paid back for all that time I put in for over 5 years for promoting what they're doing and for hello, now there's 4 people in here. And yes, I know this is from the sleep apnea mask where it's dry and I will treat it when I get out of bed. But I was telling people you can watch the figure skating recap on NBC from noon to 3 Pacific or 3 to 6 Eastern, I believe, from the World Figure Skating Championships. And the World Team Trophy is this week in Japan. And like Alexa Shmeka, is that how you say her second name? Kaniram. I think she's in New Jersey today, and they're going to Japan tomorrow. Um, and I just saw a flash of light. Hopefully, that was like not related to the floaters in my eyes. I think it was probably just something from light through the window. Anyway, I came on to see if anyone wanted to come in and talk, and um since there's 4 people in here, I was showing them where the dry skin and red skin's coming from the sleep apnea mask. See? That's where the dry and red is coming from. And I also use a night guard when I'm sleeping for so I don't grind my teeth. And why am I talking to you in bed without even putting my glasses on? Because I woke up with 5 hours and 10 minutes, and that's not enough sleep. So I stayed in bed resting, even though I tried to go back to sleep, and I didn't. They say if you don't fall back and sleep in 20 minutes, you're not going to. So if anyone would like to come in and say hello, I've been on here 7 minutes. And if no one wants to come in and say hello, then hello, Percival44. Thank you for saying hello. Um, Purple, does that mean you're on Twitch? Um, and you are? Well, thank you for tuning in. If you're a figure skating fan and you have NBC, you can watch the World Figure Skating Championships recap from noon to 3 Pacific. I believe it's 3 to 6 Eastern. And the World Team Trophy is later this week in Japan. And I don't know what time the broadcast is yet because I have to look that up. And there's a whole bunch of other things this week. There's I don't know how to say his name, the one who wrote the book on anti-racism that's a guest lecturer. You don't Oh, that's okay. The one who's a guest lecturer at Harvard who teaches at Boston University, um, his last name begins with an I. Anyway, there's a Zoom call from Oregon State this week with him, and it's also the in Israel they have the Holocaust Remembrance Day was last week, and then this week there's the Memorial Day for like people that like soldiers that died in the wars, and the next day is Israeli Independence Day. So they have them together to like there's like a siren that goes off in the country and like everyone stops like all the traffic for a whole minute. And I think it's around 11 a.m. that they which is like 9 p.m. here, but um I'm not positive if that's the time. But anyway, that's this week. And I think since they use a lunar calendar, it's one of those you have to look up to see what day it'll be this year on um the solar American calendar, but it's always where the Memorial Day, Yom HaZikaron, is the day before Yom HaAtzmaut, which is Israeli Independence Day. So, and the World Team Trophy, I think, is Wednesday and Thursday of this week. Again, I have to look up when that is. And Percival, do you use Twitch and do you like it? What should I make for breakfast? I took the raw fish that was in with the sushi that someone sent me the other day, and I put it in the freezer. You don't stream yourself? Um, I took it and I separated it like someone had ordered and it got sent to their friend's house by mistake because they didn't change the address and the person had moved, so they sent the food to me. And anyway, it was like 4 meals worth. So I took the rice and I put it in a Ziploc and put it in the refrigerator, and I took the raw sushi meat and I put it in the freezer, and I'm gonna maybe try to cook that because I didn't want to eat it raw with maybe some brown rice and quinoa or something, some vegetables. And you like Twitch, but you don't stream yourself. I know people stream games on there, and I play games, and I used to live stream them on LiveMe, but I don't know how to stream the like. And I've tried OBS on UpLive, but it like it hasn't worked that well for me. Like because I don't have the setup where I'm on the screen playing the game, where you can see the game and me at the same time. So anyway, and they took the gaming app from LiveMe, they deleted it, like it doesn't work anymore. And but before they used to have like treasure chest where you could earn like earn things for streaming games, but then they stopped doing that. It can be a hassle. And like I was saying, well, why am I streaming in bed without my glasses on with my face that looks dry and red from the sleep apnea mask? It's my best guess that a big person that I supported and followed for more than 5 years. I think they blocked me on this on Haps because I get featured for my audio streams and they don't get featured for their video streams. It's just my best guess, but I think they owe me an explanation because that's how I get paid back for all those years and all that time is to get blocked when you use an apnea mask too. Yeah, I have complex sleep apnea, so it's not even a. They actually said that the CPAP that I had for years might have actually been making it worse. Now I have an ASV. I think it stands for automatic serial ventilator, which adjusts the in breath and the out breath. It looks like a CPAP. If you go to the airport, it's probably best to say CPAP because they know what that means, but it's actually an ASV. And I think the reason I sound like I'm losing my voice is either I think it's a spring tree pollen allergy, but it could be dry air or dust. But I think this time of year, when the daffodils bloom, like I love the daffodils, and it's not their fault, but whatever blooms at the same time is what I'm highly allergic to. And I think it's the spring tree pollen, the birch, poplar, and alder. And I did say that one of these days I'm going to not be so scared to go outside and I'm going to go and show you all the Japanese maple but they're the Japanese cherry blossoms that were given to Portland from Japan after like World War II. There's like up at up at the expo hall there's this thing with all these tags that's like I don't know if they're like dog tags from soldiers, but in any case, there's a tribute like or something for people. I'm gonna read that in 1 second. There's something that's like for people that were interned, like Japanese people that were interned during World War II. I think at the Expo Center or that area. Like I don't think the Expo Center was built yet, but there's something that's a memorial to that that's up at the expo hall, like at the Max stop. But then there's also these beautiful Japanese, the cherry blossoms that were donated or given by Japan after the war. And I said I'd try to go down there and show you them. So let me see what this says. You've asked the technician to raise the pressure setting up since it's been really nice to use. You don't have one that like there's some CPAPs that can auto adjust, but you've asked them, did they adjust it for you? Because call them again and tell them if you need it adjusted. It's been nice to use. You have to check the filters quite often on the devices. Yeah, I need to change the it might like I need to like be better about like taking an alcohol wipe and wiping the back of where it rests right here or But yeah, I have to change the equipment on my machine. I've been dealing with anxiety and depression and OCD and being in a high risk category and being home alone for over a year and developing an irrational fear of going outside because if I get COVID, I could die. Um, and I've gotten one dose of Pfizer and I got really sick 2 days later and 3 days later. And I don't know if it was from the vaccine or not, but if the same, because I get these I'm going to die in my bathroom like type of stomach issues, but not normally 2 days in a row. So if I get the second dose and it happens again 2 days and 3 days later, then I'll come back and tell you it was from Pfizer. Otherwise, it might not have had anything to do with it. You can use regular soap. Okay. On the silicone parts. Um, yeah, they say the one thing you should there's a it's like 4 parts of water and 1 part of vinegar that you could white is it white distilled vinegar and 4 parts water you can use to clean your equipment. But also they say not to use soap that has like citrus in it. Like because I guess it can like eat through the equipment maybe. But so first of all, you say you don't stream but you watch. Um and I was saying that I'm seeing floaters in my eyes again. Like they're black spots in your and I notice them like if there's a lot of sun coming through the blinds even though they're closed, but like right now like I don't know why I'm seeing so many today, but um they say when you have to worry if you see like a black curtain coming down over your field of vision, that's an emergency. If you have floaters, that's just something that's there that it's annoying, but it's just like noticeable sometimes. I noticed a lot after my father died 6 years ago. You were asking about dust. Um what's your question about dust? Um the floaters in my eyes are not dust. It's actually like something that the eye doctor can see when they look at your eyes. They like if I move my eyes to the left, like yeah, are you yeah, I'm not sure if you're I'm allergic to dust, but um I was saying that I might be losing my voice because of a dust allergy, but or dry air, but it's most likely the spring tree pollen allergy. But yeah, I appreciate you coming in here and chatting with me. It's 10:50 a.m. and I was saying that the skating is on from noon to 3 and I can only delay it an hour on my TV, but I know how to go back and watch the first half hour if I miss it because I also have a call from 12 to 1:30. I have a call from 3 to 5. I have a call from 5 to 7 and it's 7:50 p.m. Oh, now we're going to have to guess where you are. That's 8 wait. I'm really good at math and my brain is not adding today. So let me see. That's 9 hours difference. So you're not in Israel. You could be in you could be in Sweden. You could be in let me guess. 9 hours difference is Sweden, Norway, Finland? Is it one of those countries? Or I don't have I can't look at the time date. Don't forget summertime. Okay, wait. 7:50 p.m. Are you in Australia? No, not Australia. That's not enough hours. Wait. You're in Western Europe? Okay, I don't know all of which countries don't go on daylight saving time, but if it's summertime, you're not in Jerusalem because Jerusalem is 8:52. They change on a Thursday where we change on a Saturday, but they've already changed it. They're in Israel like are you in Amsterdam? No, that's Middle East. Okay. Western Europe. I don't think it's Spain because I think Spain would be an hour earlier. I'm trying to think. You're Western Europe. I'm getting closer. And I don't have a map. Like, let me think. Like, the time date, you can look up all the time zones around the world. And like, if I looked at that, I might have a better guess. But let me just think. You're in Western Europe, and it would be an hour behind. You're not in Amsterdam, you said. So, Western Europe. I don't think it's Spain because I think that Spain is an hour between Amsterdam and Spain. Hmm. Belgium. Now you're testing my. I'm trying to think of what the world map looks like between Amsterdam. Hold on once. Well, not Belgium. And this, if it's more than a minute, if it's more than a minute and I go to a different screen, I could lose the broadcast. So I don't want to pull up a map to try and guess. Let me see. Not Belgium, between Amsterdam and Spain. I'm thinking. You know, if you look up and your eyes go to the left, you're thinking about the past. Hello, there's 8 people on here now. I need you to help me guess. Between Amsterdam and Spain and not Belgium. Amsterdam is above and Spain is below. You have a tower. You're in Italy, the Leaning Tower of Pisa? If it's Italy, I've sat here at home alone. No, because I said I was going to learn Italian, but I have not learned anything in Italian. You have a tower. You have some nice bread. Huh. It's not Dubai because that's not in Western Europe. A tower. Nice bread. Are you in France? Parlez-vous français? No. Nice bread. French bread. You're in France? France is between Belgium, not Belgium, Amsterdam and Spain. And I didn't know that. Wait, you said summertime? France? How can it be that time? Wait, you said 7:50 p.m. But that's 9 hours. Do you not change? Do you not like you said summertime? Do you not change times in the it's almost 8, but that's 9 hours. Wait, 9 hours? It's oh, wait, 8 hours to London, 9 hours to France, 10 hours to Israel. Is that how it goes? 8 hours to London. Yeah, but I'm a time zone expert. I know these things. Let me see. So 8 hours to London because it's 3 hours to New York. It's 8 hours to London, 9 hours to France, 10 hours to because my niece lives in Jerusalem. So I guess I did know that. All right. Je parle français. Not probably enough to like impress you, but enough to say, ça va, je parle français. Je m'appelle Marlene. I call my high school French teacher. I say, ça va. And I say a few things in French and then I speak in English. I also have ADHD. Merci beaucoup, as opposed to saying mercy buckets. Have you heard that one? Yeah, coffee helps my brain function. Like when I transferred colleges, they didn't accept the SAT, so I had to take the ACT, and I got a perfect score on the math ACT. but there's times when I can't even add up my checkbook, and one of the things that helps me focus is caffeine, like coffee. Um, so I don't know why I was like not, I don't know, because I should know. Yeah. Anyway, I don't think I ever learned the world map, or like when I changed schools in third grade, like I never learned the US states. I had to take like a US state puzzle map to learn where the US states went. But if you gave me a map of like Europe, could I put everything in exactly the right place? I don't know. So you say you watch Twitch. What kind of streamers do you watch on Twitch? And is it worth, might be a good brain teaser? Yeah. Is it worth, and like I said, um like one of the reasons I came on video was kind of like just because like I said, I went and watched two streams of the person who blocked me on here for no reason. And I thought, if they blocked me because I audio stream, then I'll come on video this morning. Yeah. Anyway, that's kind of, you could say that's kind of passive aggressive on my part, but whatever. They're not going to come and watch the stream anyway. Or the stream where I went on Haps and live streamed to my social media and said, I'd like to know what their fucking problem is. Excuse my language. Excuse my French. Yeah, there's an expression for you, to the person who actually lives in France. Um, why they blocked me when I never watched any of their streams on this new app. Um, yeah. Why did they lock me? I did not do anything. And they actually, and went and looked at all the other social media. They didn't block me on anything else. And after almost a week of them not replying, I went and called them out on all my social media and said, I'm not pulling it down until you explain yourself, because it's disrespectful to block someone with no reason who supported you for all these years and promoted your social media, and then you block them. Why? Because, like, but then when I watched the two streams and saw him drinking wine and streaming, like, maybe that's not the best plan, because then you might say things that you might not otherwise say. But he was talking to one of the people and saying, well, like, why are people's streams getting featured when they have a blank screen? Respect is not really a la mode on social media. Well, I think that when I followed someone for over 5 years and spent how many hours, and they know, like, and they're like similar in terms of my age, for them to block me when I never watched one of their hop streams and won't explain themselves, that level of basic respect. I find that very disrespectful for them to do that. And yeah, a la mode, I'm not sure. Like, I don't try to make friends with the trolls. I will block them. But this is not, this is someone that I may not have met in person, but had a relationship on social media, in that I promoted their social media. I was there sometimes daily, and they blocked me on Haps for no reason whatsoever, and it really upsets me. So it's now 11:01 a.m. See, I don't sleep at night anymore during the pandemic. I sleep during the day. And so when I tried to sleep at night last night, I woke up at 7:40 in the morning, which is like, this is earlier than I normally wake up. And I do believe that the new moon is right around 11:30, like in half an hour, and that can affect your sleep. New moon, full moon, especially full moon. And yeah. So, what kind of streamers do you watch? And is it worth me trying to game on Twitch? I only have like a few followers on Twitch. What is that person doing? You hear the hammering? Maybe they're building something. You know, and I did kind of antagonize, like, in saying last night, like, I'd only gotten 2 hours sleep, and I'm like, okay, well, they're gonna block this stream for music, and let's just go play this piece of music that I know they're going to block the stream for. And so far, they haven't blocked that stream for the DCMA saying you can't play that person's music on your stream. And they said there's a place on Twitch where you can check for DCMA, but I can't find it. And I also, you don't watch gamers that much. I've also looked for my replays on Twitch and they're not there. But someone took a clip of one of my Twitch streams and they posted it and said LOL. And it was there for a while, but now it's not. And it's like whatever. Um, I wonder what they're doing. Should I get up and see if Woof Woof wants to play some music for you? I don't think you met Woof Woof if you're new here, but Woof Woof likes to DJ if it's before his bedtime, and if the maybe I can play some music on if I can see what the noise is and play some music. If you want it, you can. Do you have a song request? You can tell Woof Woof he's in the living room. Hold on a second. Um, should I see what they're building? Um, I don't know. Should I get out of bed and play some music, or should I just You don't watch gamers. Who do you watch? Do you watch? Apparently, um, Sonam went to Twitch like a year ago, and I didn't even know that till someone said recently. Because Periscope ended on the 31st, but hello to the people on Periscope because right now I'm live streaming to Periscope even though the app ended. You watch some news and politics podcasts? Oh, I do news and politics and protests. Like I covered the protest from my apartment, but um because I'm in Portland, Oregon. And there was one that they sent out a message saying there was going to be a protest at ICE, the Immigrations and Custom Enforcement down at South Waterfront. They mentioned that in the South Waterfront newsletter the other day. Because a lot of times the police end up deploying tear gas, or the feds do, even though the Portland police are not supposed to deploy tear gas. News and politics. Um, yeah. Um, I was covering like a lot of the protests, but in terms of sharing streams. Um, and here's the tip for anyone who's watching on Periscope. If you go to Periscope and you get that Periscope has ended message, if you put your phone in airplane mode and then you close the app and then you open the app again, like when you put the phone in airplane mode, turn off your Wi-Fi and your cellular, and then you close Periscope and open Periscope again and then turn off your airplane mode, then you can see the streams on Periscope because if you're live streaming through HAPS or OBS, you can still be on Periscope even though Periscope ended. You can't go live from Periscope anymore, but that's the hack if you want to still use the app to see who's on there. Okay, well the noise ended. If you want, I could play some music. If you have a song request, it's 11:06, and I don't think anyone like the people that I watch that live stream music on here on Sunday, like Paul Green, he doesn't come on until like what, 4 o'clock, 4 o'clock. Anyway, all right, I can stay on if I can like mute you for a second and turn off the camera and get out of bed and put on my glasses. Okay, hold on a second. Classical music, Eric Satie. My father listened to classical music. That comment will be on here so I can go back and look at it. Um, Gymnopede number one. We can look it up. Okay, hold on one second. Um, where's the camera on here? Okay, I'm gonna get out of bed and get my glasses. See, now I'm gonna get featured because I'm showing a black screen. Yeah. Anyway, and it's only after I watched those two streams and saw him talking about how people were featured with a black screen. That's when I thought maybe that's why he blocked me, because I do get featured on here. I don't really make money on here, but I do get featured. So thank you for featuring me, Haps. All right. Where's okay. Let me see. I Here's, you can meet Bo. Bo's taking up residence in the hallway. Let me see if I turn the camera back on. Okay, now my hair looks even worse. There's Bo. Bo says good morning. Bo's a talking horse. Bo, do you want to talk today? Oh, thanks. I guess Bo wanted her own room, so she's taking up residence in the hallway. Trying to put you back in your spot here. So you said politics and news, huh? Or we could. I'm trying to fix Bo's like bandana, which is falling off. And then we have the the flowers. There's your live streaming. All right. Why don't I do this? I'm gonna mute you for 1 second, and I'm gonna turn on some music. Okay? I'm turning on the computer so I can play some music. My TV, I changed it to channel 8 in case it should be on channel 8 already. Watch as he comes around. And I turned on there's like skiing. Aerials. No, I don't know if that's aerials, but it's kind of cool. The curling I was watching for a few minutes because they have a bubble up in Calgary for the World Curling Championships, and somehow they had some COVID outbreak. I don't know how many people, but I saw it yesterday, and they said that people weren't like going out to like, they were following the rules to how the COVID got in that bubble, because the figure skating bubble has kept COVID out, but how it got into the curling bubble, I don't know. But then when I saw the world curling coverage, I said, is that the one? Is that what's going on up in Calgary that they were talking about yesterday? And I guess, yes, there was I guess world curling is in Calgary where the bubble is, and like I said, I don't know how many people got COVID, but I guess the event is still going on. And do you want to listen to this skiing has gotten my attention, even though, or it's not skiing, it's snowboarding. Let's see who's on the snowboarding. The Olympics comes around, there's definitely more pressure, and it's definitely higher. Maybe we'll have to listen to. Maybe we should check that out. On that Olympic team, we're going to see a lot of progression when it comes to women's snowboarding in the Olympics, and I'm excited. Yeah, going up against Sean. It's going to be tough, but it's going to be fun. He's got a lot of experience. Wolf Wolf wants to say hello. Come here, Wolf Wolf. The last few years competing, so pretty fun to kind of put it to him and hopefully come out on top. The Land Rover US Grand Prix is brought to you. Whoa! Sorry, I just knocked over something. By Fidelity Investments. Clarity at every step. By Xfinity, proud partner of the US Ski and Snowboard. And it's nice talking to you. Okay, there's Wolf Wolf. Wolf Wolf, come down here, please. Say hello. There's Wolf Wolf. Where's Bear? Here's Bear. Bear wants to say hello. Bear has kept his tag on for some reason. I will check out that piece of music that you typed. Right now, like, I don't know. The snowboarding looks interesting. I wonder what they're showing.
I need to sell my house. Now, there are a lot of places that claim to know how much it's worth, but they don't really know my house or my neighborhood. And they definitely don't.
So what else, what else are you doing today, Percival? Have you talked to me in my streams before? I don't know, because I don't have that many followers on Twitch.
It's easy, and it's free. No matter how you choose to sell your home, selling starts at HomeLight. Get started today at HomeLight.com.
I think maybe I'm going to end the stream and watch the snowboarding that's on NBC. Or should I leave it on in case anyone wants to chat? Where's my hat?
This is the planning effect. As Carla thinks about retirement, she'll wonder, what if I could retire sooner? And so she'll get some advice from Fidelity. And Fidelity will help her explore some different scenarios, like saving more every month. And that has Carla feeling so confident that she can enjoy her dream right now.
Okay, Woof Woof, say goodbye to the people. Say goodbye to Percival. Nice meeting you, Percival.
I didn't know it then, but
all right.
This moment changed the course of my life.
Have a good day.
Okay, you and this lady had some fun, but now there are consequences. You know, Dad, he wants to come over for dinner tomorrow night. You want a wild few seconds?